Hey everyone, welcome to today's video on how to start a super profitable print-on-demand Etsy business from scratch. If you're interested in starting your own online store, but you don't know where to begin, this video is for you. We'll be covering everything you need to know to get your business up and running, including finding the right products, setting up your Etsy shop, and marketing your products to potential customers. First, let's talk about what a print-on-demand business is. Essentially, a print-on-demand business is one where you don't have to worry about creating or storing physical inventory. Instead, you design products with your own artwork or designs, and when a customer orders a product, it gets printed and shipped directly to them from the company. This means you can focus on creating and promoting your products rather than worrying about inventory management. That also means that there's no need for a business to hold large amounts of physical inventory, no warehouses. You don't need to spend any time or resources on production and storage. Instead, the business creates designs or artwork, which are then printed onto a variety of products such as t-shirts, mugs, phone cases, message cards, jewelry, and more. And then when a customer places an order, the product is printed and shipped directly to them. So one of the main benefits of print on demand is that it allows businesses to offer a wide range of products without the need for upfront investment or large amounts of space. Like I said, this can be especially useful for small business or entrepreneurs like you and me who might not have the resources or the real estate to hold large amounts of inventory or invest in expensive production equipment. And in addition, print on demand allows businesses to test out new product ideas without the risk of having unsold inventory. So if a product doesn't sell well, the business can simply stop offering it. It's really cool. They can move on to other ideas. Another advantage of print on demand is that it allows businesses to offer personalized products like t-shirts with custom designs, or mugs that are personalized, or message cards that are personalized as well, or even necklaces that are personalized. This can be a great way to stand out in a crowded marketplace and offer products that are tailored to individual customers. So there are basically several platforms available for businesses to sell print-on-demand products, including Etsy, which I really like, Redbubble, and Shopify. These platforms provide a really easy-to-use interface for you to create and list your products, as well as handle all the customer orders and the payment processing. So while print-on-demand can be a great way for you to get started with e-commerce, it's important to keep in mind that it might not be the most profitable option for every single person. The only reason I say that is that the cost of production and shipping and ads for print-on-demand products can be a little higher than traditional manufacturing, and that can impact profit margins dramatically, meaning the print-on-demand model versus doing everything yourself, it's a little bit more expensive to do. But that's fine because there are a lot of benefits to it as well. So the competition on platforms like Etsy can be fierce, so businesses may need to invest in marketing and advertising to stand out and attract more customers. So overall, print on demand is a flexible and low risk way for you to enter the world of e-commerce and offer a lot of products to a lot of customers. And with a little bit of planning and effort, you can build a very successful and profitable print-on-demand business. So the question is, excuse me, this is legit. How do you get started? Well, the first step is to decide what kind of products you want to sell. Now, there are tons of options available, from t-shirts and mugs and phone cases and tote bags and message cards and necklaces and more. Think about what you're interested in and what you're good at creating designs for. If you're not good at it, you can always outsource that design creation as well. So you can also consider what's popular in the print-on-demand world at the moment. You can use spy tools to find that too. So once you've decided on your products, it's time to set up your Etsy shop. But before we get into that, what are the benefits of selling on Etsy? I apologize for my dog barking. Saw somebody over there. So first, let's talk about the size of the audience on Etsy. With millions of active buyers Etsy provides a huge potential customer base for your products. I think at last count, Etsy had about 92 or 93 million buyers out there. So this can be especially useful for you when you might not have a large following of your own. Another benefit of selling on Etsy is the convenience factor. The platform is very easy to use and provides everything you need to get started, including tools for creating listings, processing orders, handling payment, and this can save you a lot of time and effort compared to setting up your own online store from scratch, say on places like Shopify. So in addition to the convenience, Etsy also provides a level of trust for the buyers. The platform has a reputation for being a marketplace for handmade or unique products, which can build buyer confidence, and that leads to quality and authenticity of the products that they are purchasing, and it just increases your conversion rate, really. So another thing is Etsy also offers like a big range of promotional tools to help sellers get their products in front of more people. For example, they have like a promoted listings, which is like Etsy ads, which allows sellers to pay for their products to be shown more and more to more buyers. So the Etsy ad program, it basically allows sellers to advertise their products on Etsy as well as Google and other places as well. That's the offsite ad version of them. So these tools can be really helpful for you, especially when you're just starting out and you're looking to reach more people with your listings. So finally, Etsy offers a large range of resources and support for sellers. The Etsy Seller Handbook provides a lot of tips and best practices for setting up and running a successful Etsy shop. The Etsy Community Forum allows sellers to connect with each other and ask for advice as well. There's a lot of coaches out there like me who help people with Etsy as well. So overall, selling on Etsy can be a great way for you to reach a large audience, save time and effort, and take advantage of the promotional tools and support. So I think like anyone who's considering starting an online store or looking for new ways to sell your products, Etsy is a great place to be. Now, that said, it is not all unicorns and rainbows though. There are a few downsides to selling on Etsy too. First, let's talk about fees. Etsy charges a listing fee for each product you add to your shop. On top of that, there's a transaction fee when you make a sale, and these fees can add up over time and can have an impact on your profit margins. So additionally, if you choose to use Etsy's payment processing service, there's fees for that too. So they're hitting you from a lot of different angles for the fees, and in return, you're getting access to like 92, 93 million buyers. So another downside, unfortunately, to Etsy and selling on there is competition. So they have about 4 or 5 million sellers right now on the platform. It can be difficult to stand out and attract customers. This means you may need to invest in marketing and advertising to get your product in front of potential buyers. Etsy also has strict rules about what can and cannot be sold on the platform. This can be frustrating for some sellers who may have products that fall into like a gray area, or who may want to sell items that are not allowed on the platform. Finally, while Etsy provides a level of trust and convenience for buyers, this can be a double-edged sword for sellers. Since buyers are purchasing products from a third-party platform, they may be more likely to file disputes or request refunds if they're not satisfied with their purchase. This can be very stressful for sellers who might have to deal with customer complaints and disputes on a regular basis. It sucks. Just be very clear with your wording. So overall, I mean, while selling on Etsy can be a great way for you to reach a large audience and take advantage of promotional tools and support, it's important to be aware of the fees, the competition, and the potential issues that can arise. So all that said, I still feel that the benefits of Etsy far outweigh the drawbacks by a long shot. So let's move on to getting your Etsy shop started. So to set up your Etsy shop, you'll need to create an account and choose your name for your shop. Then you'll need to add products and create listings for each one. Be sure to include high quality photos of your products as well as detailed descriptions and pricing information. Next, it's time to start marketing your products. One of the best ways to do this is through social media. Share your products on platforms like Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and use hashtags to make it easier for people to find your products. You can also use paid advertising on social media platforms to to reach an even larger audience. Another way to market your products is by participating in Etsy's promoted listings program. This allows you to pay for your products to be shown to more people, which increases the chances of making a sale. Finally, be sure to keep track of your sales and use the data to continually improve and grow your business. This might include testing different product variations, adjusting your pricing, or experimenting with different marketing strategies. Now, as a bonus to this video, I wanted to give you 3 tips to getting more sales on Etsy once you have your store up and running. So let's dive right into that now. The first tip is optimize your product listings. Make sure your product listings are complete, accurate, and most importantly, visually appealing. Include high quality photos of your products, as well as detailed descriptions and accurate pricing information. Consider using keywords in your titles and descriptions to make it easier for potential customers to find your products. The second tip, use Etsy's promotional tools. They offer a range of tools to help sellers get their products in front of more people. The promoted listing program allows sellers to pay for their products to be shown to more buyers, and the Etsy ads program allows sellers to advertise on places like Google without doing anything else. These tools can be especially helpful for you if you're just starting out and looking to reach a larger audience. The third tip is this: engage with your customers. Building relationships with your customers can go a long way in driving sales. Make sure that you respond to customer inquiries and reviews promptly, and consider offering promotions or discounts to repeat customers. You can also consider creating a newsletter or social media presence to keep customers informed about any new products and promotions that you may have. So, in closing, starting a print-on-demand Etsy business from scratch may seem daunting. It kind of is, but with a little bit of planning and effort, it can be a super profitable venture. Thank you for watching, and I hope this video has been helpful. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. Have a great day. We'll see you in the next one.